In our society, we chase many things. We crave wealth, we pursue fame, we desire power. But there's another, more elusive prize we admire perhaps more than any other: intelligence. We celebrate genius, we elevate the brilliant, we look upon the exceptionally smart as the pinnacle of human potential. But what if this gift is not a blessing, but a curse? What if the brightest minds are destined to walk in the darkest shadows? This is a story about the price of genius, a tale that peels back the veneer of brilliance to reveal the tragedy that can lie beneath. It's the story of the man often called the most intelligent person who ever lived. His name was William James Sidis, a figure shrouded in mystery and myth. You might have heard of other geniuses. Stephen Hawking, with his groundbreaking work on black holes, had an estimated IQ of 160. Albert Einstein, the man who reshaped our understanding of the universe, also scored around 160. Then there's Marilyn the Savant, who holds the Guinness World Record for the highest recorded IQ at a staggering 228. These are the titans of intellect, the names we associate with ultimate brain power. But William James Sidis? His estimated IQ was somewhere between 250 and 300, a level of intelligence that is almost impossible for us to comprehend. His story is not just one of incredible mental ability. It is a chilling cautionary tale about a mind so powerful it ultimately consumed itself. The legend of William Sidis begins almost at birth. Born in 1898, he was the son of two brilliant Russian immigrants who believed in a radical form of education, pushing their son's intellectual limits from infancy. The results were nothing short of supernatural. By the time he was just 18 months old, he was reportedly reading the New York Times. At age 6, he could speak multiple languages fluently, including Latin, Greek, French, German, Russian, Hebrew, and Turkish. He even invented his own language, which he called Vendergood. His intellectual appetite was insatiable. He wasn't just learning. He was consuming knowledge at a rate that defied belief. At age 9, he passed the entrance exam for Harvard University, but was denied admission because he was deemed too emotionally immature. They let him in 2 years later, at the age of 11, making him the youngest student in the university's history. His presence on campus was an anomaly, a child walking among intellectual giants, yet he was the one teaching them. At age 16, he graduated cum laude. His lectures on four-dimensional physics left professors and advanced students utterly baffled. It seemed he was destined for greatness, a new Newton or Einstein who would unlock the deepest secrets of the cosmos. The world waited with bated breath for the wonders he would produce, but the world would be left waiting forever. The immense pressure and public scrutiny took a devastating toll. Sidis, the boy wonder, grew into a man who despised the very intellect that made him famous. He craved a normal, quiet life, away from the prying eyes of the media and the crushing expectations of his family and society. He began to intentionally sabotage his own academic career, taking on low-paying, menial jobs as a clerk or an office worker. He wanted to live the life of what he called the simple man. He became a recluse, drifting from city to city, changing his name to avoid recognition. The public that once adored him now mocked him. Newspapers that had celebrated his genius now ran cruel articles portraying him as a failure, a burnt-out prodigy who had wasted his God-given talent. His brilliance became his prison. He was haunted by the fame he never wanted and ostracized for rejecting it. He found solace in obscure hobbies like collecting streetcar transfers, a passion that seemed absurdly mundane for a mind capable of contemplating the universe's structure. He wrote several books under various pseudonyms, but they were not the grand scientific theories the world expected. Instead, he wrote about the history of American Indians and the very streetcar transfers he so meticulously collected. It was his quiet rebellion, a way of using his powerful mind for his own private passions, far from the spotlight. He was asserting his right to be ordinary, but in doing so, he only deepened the mystery surrounding him. Was this a tragic waste of potential, or was it the ultimate act of a free spirit choosing his own path, no matter how perplexing it seemed to others? The final chapter of William Sidis's life is as tragic as it is abrupt. In 1944, at the age of just 46, he was found in a small Boston apartment. The cause of death was a cerebral hemorrhage, the same condition that had claimed his father. He died alone, impoverished, and largely forgotten by the world that had once hailed him as a messiah of the mind. In his possession were his collections, his unpublished manuscripts, and the remnants of a life lived in defiance of its own extraordinary nature. He left behind no grand unified theory, no revolutionary scientific paper, no lasting academic legacy in the traditional sense. What, then, is the legacy of William James Sidis? Is he a symbol of wasted potential, a genius who buckled under pressure? Or is he a tragic hero who fought for his own autonomy against a world that tried to define him? His story forces us to confront uncomfortable questions about our own values. We worship intelligence, but do we understand the human cost for those who possess it in extreme measure? Sidis's life suggests that a brilliant mind without emotional peace, without personal freedom, is a hollow kingdom. He had an intellect that could span dimensions, but all he ever wanted was the simple peace of anonymity. His shadowy life and untimely death serve as a permanent, unsettling reminder that the brightest light can cast the darkest shadow. And we are left to wonder, what secrets and what sorrows died with him, locked away forever in the most intelligent mind the world has ever known? Thank you for watching. If this story made you think, consider subscribing for more journeys into the complex corners of history and the human mind. Stay curious.